Soul Shine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. Welcome to the 10th annual Soul Shine Solstice celebration. This is day 1 of 3 days of activations and meditations to raise your vibration and amplify the Christed light.
Greetings, everyone. Paul Temple here, and I am happy and honored to be opening this Soul Shine Solstice celebration, where we move into a series of beautiful events honoring this magical time of the year, the winter solstice. It is a magical time of the year because it's when we get to remember the magic of the light in our hearts. You know, as the outer darkness begins to become deeper and longer, we turn to that inner light. And within that inner light of the heart is beautiful magic, the beautiful magic of love, of soul connection. And that's what we honor here at the winter solstice. You know, solstice means sun stands still. Solstice, sun still. And it's the end of the year when the sun is going down, 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 and then begins to return back. So it's really the rebirth of the new year. And that's why the Christ child and the Christ light is reborn at this time. And our own inner light is reborn within the beauty of the darkness. And that star, that beautiful star that is the symbol of reawakening, is that light, that diamond light in our hearts. And that's what our purpose here is as we open this portal into this time. Going to use the vibration of these beautiful Tibetan bowls and some Tibetan chanting and singing to awaken and strengthen and amplify that diamond light in our hearts. Okay, so this will now be the opening for the closing. Opening for closing, number 2. Greetings, everyone. Paul Temple here again, and I'm happy to be now closing this beautiful portal that we have been traveling through around the winter solstice. as we have rebirthed the light in our hearts, we have rebirthed the new year, that beautiful child of light that is the Christ light, and that radiant star that is our diamond light hearts. And we will again close out now with this beautiful vibrational field of the bowls and some Tibetan chanting. So. I invite you to bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to that beautiful orb of light, your heart star. Your diamond heart radiance that is connected to earth and sky and the four directions, so you become the light, you become that star of rebirth. Remembering, you are light. I am light, affirming for yourself, I am light. I am love. I am vast as the open sky. the jewel in the lotus. I am the light in the dark. I am the pure, shining essence. I am the bright, shining spark. I am the seed of love's wisdom. I am the blossom of the flower. I am the jewel in the lotus. And now is my hour. And now is my hour. And now is my hour. May the beauty and stillness of this moment fill your universe and touch all beings with beauty, with love, with light. Remembering your heart as that beautiful star. That star that calls the wise men, the wise women, that calls forth your own heart light wisdom. You are that star of light. So blessings on your solstice. May you plant beautiful dream seeds in this time of fertile darkness that plant beauteous manifestations of love and light and your magic in the coming year as the sun returns and we begin back towards the beautiful solar solstice of June, when life is full. And we continue through these cycles of light and dark, inner light and outer light. So many blessings. Thank you, thank you. Namaste, namaste.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this very special event, very special time on the planet, the solstice, the December solstice, 20th, 21st, 22nd. At this time in the worlds of spirit, there's very powerful light waves hitting planet Earth, connecting with the collective of humanity, connecting with Mother Earth's energy fields. It's a solstice time. It's a opening window where light enters the denser fields around Mother Earth generally, but also historically in the worlds of spirit right now is a very, very powerful time anyway, where light is pushing shadow out. So it's a very powerful time. So let's do a beautiful meditation with the worlds of spirit, pulling the light in, letting it come into our auric fields, deep into our core of our soul, and celebrating this time, celebrating this rain of light that's coming through right now. So everyone, if you wouldn't mind just closing your eyes and taking a deep breath. Thank you for being here. Just letting that breath slowly move in and out, following it with your mind. A very, very powerful tool right there. Imagine in front of you a beautiful group of beings of light, just quietly standing there. These are your escort crew. I always follow my spirit guides as they take us on these inner journeys into the worlds of spirit. So this beautiful group of beings standing in front of us is a love-filled, kind of a comfort energy field they will be providing for us to travel. They are our escorts of love. So step forward a little bit towards them, allow them to surround you. There is nothing but love here, love and light. They know their work with you. Today they know where we're going. They are forming a bubble of light around you and them. And very gently now, all of you in this bubble are starting to ascend upwards. And quite quickly, you're moving very, very fast in this bubble, heading upwards. And way above you is a sky of light. It's a membrane, a field of light, huge, like the sky. And you're heading straight up into it, pushing up through the membrane and above it now, gently hovering above this membrane of light. You're still inside your big bubble, and these beings of light are still with you, surrounding you in this bubble, holding your light strong. Now where we are is far, far above the human plane, far, far above the physical dimension, far above actually the spirit realm and the spirit world that deals with the density of the physical dimension. We are in the layers of the creator beings that I work with. And now in front of you, appearing and coming towards you, are two very tall beings of light. These are creator beings. You're still inside your bubble of energy with your group of escorts that are looking after you energetically. What's about to happen is a very powerful moment of love and light. And we're going to witness it, we're going to anchor it, we're going to be like a conduit for it, a transformer for it. That's how we're going to act in a moment. So these two high, tall beings of light are creator beings. And they're just standing in front of you and letting you know that in a moment, some super high light is about to shoot straight out of them into the force field surrounding planet Earth. And they're telling me to say that this is a very important moment because their light is very instructive. It means it commands consciousness. And so your beautiful bubble is being brought closer and forward towards these beings. One of these beings now stands in front of that bubble that you're in, and one of them stands behind that bubble that you're in. Remember, you've got that beautiful group of beings that are in there with you as well. And suddenly an outer force field is created around all of you. The two creator beings, front and back, and you in the bubble. So a force field is surrounding all of you. And now suddenly that force field that you're all in explodes in light. Everything inside that force field disappears into light. It's very powerful light. It's like the sun, actually. So intense. And a ray of light from that intense sun light, that explosion of light, a ray of light is coming, a very powerful wide band of light is coming straight from that sun, straight down into planet Earth, and also creating a force field around planet Earth with that light. I'd like you all to imagine that and know it's real and know that it's happening right now. Now, what's happening up and down this wide band of light that's pumping light into planet Earth? I'm being told to say that there's a particular type of light that is traveling down that wide ray of light. And again, it is instructive. It's instructing the fabric of consciousness that is around planet Earth, but also in the human collective. That's part of the energy fields of Mother Earth. So this light is very strong, it's very clear, it's very love-filled, but it's also very kind of commanding and instructive. And it's helping humanity upgrade. My spirit teams use the term choosing with. They are choosing with humanity to lift higher in their consciousness, choosing with them, supporting them to lift higher in their consciousness. So this is a gift. It's like a download of software into humanity of love. And it helps humanity choose higher, think higher. So this is the gift today. Let's just hold that visual. Keep it strong, keep it coming. Have a little bit of fun with sensing that there's just ripples and ripples and ripples of light coming down that ray of light into Mother Earth. Just have a little bit of fun with that in your visualization. And now imagine that from the core of planet Earth, there's a ripple of light just in all directions just coming out from the core, rippling right out, waves of that over and over again, exploding from the core as a light, then waves of that light coming out to the outer edges of Mother Earth. Beautiful waves of light just pushing out from the core, from her center. It's almost as though this ray of light from these creator beings is activated and exploded this core consciousness of Mother Earth, which itself is exploding in light, and then pouring that outwards through all her energy bodies, wave after wave after wave after wave. Now, you can stay here and keep this visualization going for a period of time, because the longer you stay here, the more powerful and potent it gets. And I'm being told that all of these spirit helpers are in attendance with you and are supporting you and are going to continue staying with you until you feel you've done enough. And when you feel you've done enough, you can take a deep breath and then open your eyes. And I'm going to just gently, quietly close this video, and you can just stay there, continuing the visualization as long as you want. Because these teams of very senior creative beings are staying with you, with your attention, where it's going. Thank you everyone for this wonderful service you've done today, for Mother Earth and for humanity. Very powerful, very important. And the software download, they're telling me, is critical at this time. Really important. Thank you everybody. Namaste.
We are with the channel of the Ascended Masters, the angelic realm, the fairy realm, the aquatic realm. Judy Cali shares this message for the December 21st solstice.
Wow. Hello, everybody. It is such a pleasure to be here and to share with you, coming from my heart to yours. Our sacred hearts are such a gift because that's where we live as source. And you have three hearts. You have your human heart when you're in human form. You have your chakra heart when you are in a form, but you're living lives as wind and a thought where there is no form. And your sacred heart is also called your immortal heart. It is also called your high heart. It is also called your creator heart. And that's where we're choosing to live more than 51% of our day. And when you are in your creator heart, you know you're there because you can be doing something for hours, enjoying yourself, feeling fulfilled, feeling supported, feeling loved. And you never once look at a clock. That's you being in your heart. And so what we want to do today, first of all, is I'm offering to each of your I am presences that we bring the extremes of you back into oneness. And there's three areas that I would like to do this in. First, it's bringing the three hearts back into the one heart, bringing your third eye, your masculine eye, and your fourth eye, your moon eye, your feminine eye, back into one eye of creation, and bringing all the consciousness of you into oneness so that every part of you is working in synergy and oneness to support every part of you. Those are the three things right now I'm being guided to do. So just take a moment and take a deep breath and smile, knowing you're exactly where you need to be, connecting from my sacred heart to your sacred heart. And this is the ultimate way in which we can share with each other sincerely and lovingly. So just take a deep breath. Giggle. Oh, which brings you into your center. And now, with your permission, I'm offering to your higher self, aligned with your sacred heart and your I am presence, the opportunity to come back into oneness, into the one mind, the one heart, and the one body of creation. So in this moment, as you breathe, know that you are home. And home is in your sacred heart, your creator heart. And as you are at home in your heart, there's a full feeling because you're all into everything. There's nothing you're not. You're made out of energy. All of life is made out of energy, and that's what source is. We've never had a beginning, and we've never had an end. We are everything, live energy in every moment. We just keep changing forms. So in this moment, we're going to take your human heart, your chakra heart, and your creator heart, your sacred heart, your immortal heart, your happy heart. And we're going to bring them into the one heart of creation, the one heart of creator, so that every part of you is being served beautifully in oneness. And in all of your bodies and all of your minds and all of your hearts, this is taking place, coming into the oneness of you. And so now in this moment, I see in the middle of your chest, to all those from all over the world, we are still oneness. So I see a beautiful golden heart that looks like a lush garden. And I'm seeing these beautiful little pink hearts coming out of our heart and circling us in a spiral as every part of us is being loved by all of the hearts that have now come back into the one heart of Creator. And know that you're home and you're in your divine flow. And in your divine flow as Creator, there is no resistance, there's no fear, there's no doubt, there's no worry, there's no anxiety, there's no frustration. It's all gone, because you know that in this moment you are perfect, whole, and complete as Source. You've always been whole, complete, and perfect. And so in this moment, as you stand in the one heart of creation, I want you to put your hands on your heart space in the middle of your chest. And your connecting point to your sacred heart is a little hollow space at the base of your throat. Your sacred heart, your Creator heart, resides in front of your spinal column, physically in your body. But the connecting point is a little hollow space at the base of your throat. So now we're bringing into oneness all the heart frequencies of you as it steps back into the one golden heart of creation. And I'm seeing the whole world as one beautiful golden heart of creation. So now we're going to tap into your third eye. And your third eye is right up above the middle between your eyebrows. And that's your masculine eye. And your masculine eye, your third eye, only sees life through the masculine energy. And the right side of your body is your masculine side, and the left side of your body is your feminine side. And what we want to do is bring the extreme of the masculine and the extreme of the feminine back into oneness. So you're coming from the one heart, the one body, and the one mind. So your third eye is your masculine eye. And your fourth eye is on the crown of your head, and that is your moon eye. That is your feminine eye. So I'm going to call in the part of you that's Archangel Michael, because we are everything. They're not separate from you out here. They are inside your own heart as a part of you. So we're going to call on the part of us that is Archangel Michael. And I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to help merge your third eye with your fourth eye in the way that truly honors you through love, ease, grace, and joy. All this work we're doing today is aligned with your sacred heart and your I am presence. So in this moment, I'm seeing your third eye as a masculine part of a man and a lady doing the minuet. And I'm seeing all the clothes of that era with the fake wigs, the big, huge dresses, and the fussy ruffles on the men's shirts and things. And I'm seeing the female, the moon eye, as a woman that's doing the minuet. And I'm seeing the buckled shoes. And as Archangel Michael is standing in the middle, he's helping you both as you're taking each step together as you're dancing. And now Archangel Michael has stepped out of it. And as you're doing the minuet, you're stepping more and more and more into the side, this spiral that's now you are becoming this one long tube of light that runs through your whole body. And I'm seeing that tube of light expand until you're inside of it. And now as you're inside of it, I'm seeing that tube of light shrink and become one eye in the middle of the top of your head, right behind your third eye. And it is the eye of divine truth for you. So you're going to now see through your third and fourth eye, your divine eye, showing you life and the truth for you in your own unique way. And you're going to see the whole picture, not just the half that was masculine. Now you're going to see the whole picture. So that means that you're going to see nature with all of its beauty and colors that you weren't seeing before. You're going to see the beauty of being flexible and going with the flow, because the feminine energy is very much going with the flow and allowing. So you're going to have the strength of the male and the flexibility of the female. You're also going to be tapped in more and more into your intuition, because that's the female side of you. And you're also going to tap more and more into your wisdom, which is the male part of you. And so now that beautiful one eye of truth, that divine eye, is a golden eye. And I see sparkles radiating out in rainbow colors from that one eye. And now you are aligned with your personal eye of truth. And that is taken care of. So just breathe. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I know most people are not, that you carry in every part of your body and every part of life has its own consciousness. So every disease, every bacteria, every virus, every illness carries its own consciousness. Every organ in your body, every cell, all the bodily processes, all the bodily systems, all carry their own consciousness. So we're going to talk to the consciousness of your body. And we're going to bring the consciousness back into a unified field that supports you, instead of each consciousness being on its own, going nilly here and there and being fragmented. We want it all to come together in a cohesive sense of oneness. So I'm going to talk to your body. And I'm doing this from complete love as I'm being so guided. Whatever your name is. Dear body, I first of all want to thank you for the marvelous job you've done keeping this particular individual here, where they're still breathing and they're still contributing to life in the way that they've agreed to contribute, for being here today, now, in this moment. And every way, shape, and form in which you and the mind have come together. The body and the mind does not know the difference between reality or fiction. It only knows what you tell it. So from this point on, you need to mindfully and consciously be aware of every word you say, every thought you have, every feeling you experience, and every choice that you make. Because this touches and affects every form of life through infinity. You. And you're held accountable for it when you pass. So you mindfully and consciously want to be in touch with how you're using your energy, because the law of attraction is an impersonal law. It works the same for everybody. It's a universal law. And that law is you get back 100% whatever you're giving out. And whatever you've been giving out is coming back to you like a boomerang, 100%. So you want to come from the place that 51% of your day, you are living a loved-based life by feeling, being in your heart, as we talked about, and being at peace in your heart. And now you want to take, and you want your body and your mind to work together. And you want this, there again, everything we've talked about today. We want all of our bodies, all of our minds, and all of our hearts, all aspects of our soul, all lives we're living, all the way in through infinity, out through infinity and of infinity, to come together in the synergy and oneness of all and everything now. And so all the consciousness of you are in touch with, and realize that every experience you've had brought you to who you are today, and it's perfect. That your bodies and your minds and your hearts have been living, breathing parts of you that are merely following what you've created and what you've chosen to create before you even came in. You wrote the script for this life. And you also chose, out of 500 beings in your soul family, over 50 of them to live around the lives with. And as your soul has expanded, you've been part of different soul families. But the soul family you're a part of now, you chose before you came in, all 50 out of the 500 to live a round of lives with. And none of that 50 are more important than you. They're just characters in a play that you wrote. And the scripts now have been dissolved 20 years ago. So now you have the right, as a sovereign being with a clean slate, that you are not here in any way, shape, or form to mend, help, assist, heal, band-aid any soul for any reason at your expense. We're not here to do that anymore. Now you come first. And the dolphins came to remind you that you are a divine being of joy. So today, in this moment, as we are choosing to thank your body and your minds and your hearts for bringing you to this point, where on this call, we are sharing as one family. And as we share as one family, we are now bringing all the consciousness of us to realize that, number one, there's no other soul in all of creation like you. You're an original, and you're the only one that feels what you feel. So you never have to justify, defend, or explain your feelings to anybody. They're yours. And number two, you have the right of free will as a human. So you're either choosing to expand into more of who you are by looking at everything as a gift that's presented to you, or you're choosing to be afraid, to terrify yourself, and to shrink and become less than who you are. That is your right of free will as a human. So all the choices you've made before you came in to this life, and you chose everything, you don't know until you actually experience that choice how you were going to react. And however you reacted, whether it's opening your heart and seeing it as a gift, or being afraid of it and becoming less than who you are, that's what you're going to live. But whatever you live, remember, when you came into form from being a golden spiral of light of everything, you chose to have every experience in creation at some point, and to be everything in creation at some point. We were all going to experience being everything and experiencing all there is to experience. We came here tactily to experience life. So recognize that there's no bad choices, that you've never made a mistake, you've never been a victim. Everything was agreed upon before you came in by all 50 members of your soul family, and everybody agreed to play all the parts. So each of you had all the experiences that you wanted to have as a soul. It was all agreed upon. So there's no need for forgiveness. Understand that everything happened exactly the way it was agreed upon. So now you have all these parts of you that have all this consciousness. And so first of all, we want to choose from this point on to keep the pearls of wisdom from everything you've experienced in life. But you're only going to keep the pearls of wisdom of whatever you've gone through that truly honor you and bless you. And everything else goes into the light to be transmuted and cleansed and cleared into its next expression of love. You're choosing only today, right now, what most honors you. So in that understanding, you are taking back your power from anything you've been attached to in any way, shape, or form. As the last year and a half, we've been stepping into our mastery, and we've been detaching from all the things we've been attached to. And you're as sick as your attachments. So notice what you're attached to and choose to shift it. So in this moment, we are talking to the consciousness of every part of us in every way, shape, and form to now work in the synergy and the harmony of oneness. And for each part of our consciousness to work in cooperation and support and fulfillment and balance with every other part of our consciousness. So everything is in this beautiful spiral, this golden spiral that is totally encompassing us in every way, shape, and form. So all of life, all of who we are, is now in this beautiful spiral, and everything is working for our most expanded potential to live in love. Whatever that is, live our greatest life possible. Every part of us is working in synergy and oneness with every other part, so that this unified field of love is supporting us in every way, shape, and form that we could even imagine. And as this spiral is around us, touching every part of us, because it is us, the synergy and the beauty and the harmony of this all energy working with each other gives us the ability to live our greatest version of ourselves in the highest fitness and recognition of wellness in every way, shape, and form. And we are all in divine order, harmony, and balance as creator. And so now all the energy of who we are and all of that beautiful frequency is working so that we are now living and having our greatest opportunity, or something even better, to be the greatest version of us. And isn't that something to just cheer over? Yes. Wow. So as you come into this oneness, you are this beautiful spiral of all of creation and all of the energy of consciousness. You are touching hearts all over the world. And you are making a difference, because as you come into oneness, you're touching every heart in the world automatically just by breathing, because you carry some of the highest light on the planet. You wouldn't be guided to this call if that was not the truth. The highest masters of light, the greatest version of the new children, are attracted to this call. And this is a way to kiss your heart. So now all of the synergy and this beautiful consciousness is now working to benefit you in every way, shape, and form, in this or something even better. So now we've got your hearts are merged, your third eye and fourth eye are merged. All the consciousness of you has merged. And now you're standing in the oneness and the true perfection of all of who you are as source. You're whole, complete, and perfect. And any part of you that has been in extreme is now choosing the center path. And that's what Buddha teaches, the middle way, the way of fusion and cooperation and harmony in oneness. And we're stepping into our fifth dimensional self as an androgynous light being, because we are no longer a human of third or fourth. We are now aligning as our beautiful light body that is the blending of the male and female. As we stand in the truth of us in the most glorious way on our path of mastery. And the wisest part of us is clearing our path beautifully. It's going ahead, making sure everything's clear. And I see the golden light of your soul opening that pathway so that you expand with every single breath to be more glorious than you were the breath before. For you to be in touch with the greatest gifts of your soul, and for you to have a clean mind, clean hearts, and clean body. And everything's clear. So as you stand in the truth of who you are, in this moment, you are pure source, recognizing the beauty of you in oneness. And take a moment and give yourself a hug. And thank your beautiful body, your beautiful minds, your beautiful hearts for assisting you to be here in this moment now. And as we each allow ourselves to be in our divine perfection, then all of life is in its divine perfection. And we know that all is opening and happening and experiencing the way that all of us have chosen before we came in. Only this time, we're choosing to leave all of the unloving energy behind by keeping the pearl of wisdom of the truth of who we are. And anything other than that is going into the light to be transmuted and cleansed and cleared. So as I sit here, feeling the divine breath of who I am, I'm feeling the divine breath of each of you. And I celebrate that we are breathing, and our hearts, our minds, and our bodies are coming together as the one mind, the one heart, and the one body of creation. And when I say I am that I am, that means I am everything. And everything is me. May you breathe in this moment, and may your hearts be kissed by the brilliance of your own soul. And may you be at peace in your whole self, knowing that you're perfect, whole, and complete right now, right here in this moment. And every moment you expand into more of your own absolute brilliance, magnificence, as you touch into the mystical and the magical, and your creativity and your imagination. And you feel the beauty and truth of all of life. So I'm Judy Cali. I'm at www.judycali.com. And I ask that you open yourself So for this point on, you see and feel and know the true beauty of who you really are. And you celebrate that. And in the same token, you celebrate everybody else's brilliance in their own way. And know that all is well. That you just know that you know. And you're always in the right place at the right time, having the perfect experience that you've set up to have. And you're going to keep the pearls of wisdom and let anything else go into the light. And so it is. Beloved, we are.
Soul Shine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness.
In this sacred space, we're going to birth alive this new Earth timeline. This is our 2021 activation this year, new Earth timeline. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned, let's have our feet on the floor. We're going to take a couple deep breaths and turn into the heart, the breath, the belly. We're coming down from the thinking mind and focusing into our feeling body, into our senses. So I'm going to be breathing deeply through the activations. You can pick up the breath with you as well. It's the pranic breath of moving our chi, moving our energy. And as we inhale life force, inhale chi, inhale light, we're starting to get into the body, getting more down into our hips and our legs and our feet, using your feet chakras like magnets and locking right onto your grounding onto the crystalline global grid. Imagine the ley lines of light of Gaia's crystalline grid, and you're grounding onto the ley lines. Roots of light from your feet chakras into the ley lines. Getting nice and secured and present in your body. Okay, now let's bring in spirit, connecting to Divine Mother, Father, Source, connecting to your God Self, your Oversoul presence, your I Am presence, and your soul family. Also calling in your support team of angels and guides, ascended masters, shamans, and the elders, your protectors, and just call them to circle around you with their love and support as we're working here today. We're also connecting to Gaia and to Mother Nature, calling in the nature spirits and the devas, the fairies. Let's call in the elementals of air, fire, water, earth, and ether so we can do the alchemy. We're working with Metatron's sacred gift, Metatron's cube. Archangel Metatron is stepping into your sacred space with you and embedding Metatron's cube under your feet. We're going to step into the center of it and turn it on, activating the sacred geometry of creation. The 12 circles in Metatron's cube start to rise as pillars of light up and around the body and the aura, and they're like tuning forks. They're pulsing and humming and vibrating with the phi harmonics, the sacred sounds of Om. And so you can also Om out loud or in your mind, but it starts to activate those pillars and they begin to rotate right to left in an anti-clockwise spin around the body and aura. So if you're looking from your higher self down, it's counterclockwise, anti-clockwise spin, right to left. All right, there we go. We're starting to get them spinning, and as they accelerate, all right, so you can use your breath to spin up faster and faster. They begin to merge and blend and form a crystalline diamond white vortex spinning around you. It's called the quantum vortex because it's going to open us to the quantum field. As it's spinning, it's starting to open and unfurl your field up and out into the higher dimensions. Opening out, expanding. All the way up and out into the higher dimensions. And now we're going faster, spinning even faster, starting to collapse the time barrier, all the way to the quantum field. Opening the field up to the virtual particle field and the particle field. Woo, they let it go, opening out, spinning open. Expanding. We're able to connect with both our physical world and non-physical world. That's it. Okay, and that's what we're reaching towards. It allows us to access into the light body. So let's turn inwards and come inside into the chakra column, running right up the center of your body. And now we're going to bring a central spiral from Metatron's cube up to the root chakra, and then spiral all the way up your chakra column. It's also spinning anti-clockwise. There we go, spinning up, and it's clearing density and trauma and memories, sludge out of your chakras. We want to open channel, spiraling all the way up the channel, up to the higher self at the top. Go all the way up. There we go, up to the top and connecting to your God self, your soul essence, soul presence, your higher self. I always do like a heart-to-heart connection, heart-to-heart bond. Yes. Where we're reuniting, we're building this bond back together. And then we're now going to start to bring our soul presence back down the channel into the body. And so your soul is made of your signature light and your sound waves. So now let's reverse and start to bring the soul all the way back down in a big stream of soul light. Down the crown, into all your chakras, filling in. Your shimmering soul light, filling into all the chakras. Here we go, down the body, to the lower body, to the root. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Filling into the heart center with soul light, soul love, soul essence, soul presence. Starting to vibrate with soul light like a big solar sun, like a big starburst in your core. That's it. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, pulsing and vibrating with your soul's energy signature. Just let that beat for a minute. It's pulsing your light into every cell in your body and out into your aura. Excellent. And now, final step, we're going to establish 0 point. So, beginning to use the infinity of light, looping it left and right at the heart, and also a second one left and right at the left-right brain in the mind. And just begin to weave the infinity back and forth, left and right, right and left, horizontally at the heart and the mind. Now what it's doing is it's creating union and it's balancing. So let's watch what it's doing. It's starting to pull all your energy inwards towards the center of the infinity in the heart and the mind. It's helping us integrate. It's helping us balance. And so let's focus right there at the center of the infinity in the heart and the mind. This is called 0 point. So it's 0 gravity, it's 0 polarity or duality, it's 0 time. It's perfectly still and neutral. There you go. Just let that spread in the heart and the mind. And we're starting to establish coherence. And as this spreads up and down the body, it starts to bring the biosystems into coherence, heart and mind into coherence. Ooh, just let that spread. Ooh. And it also begins to repel out any non-coherence or negative polarized charge. So here we go. First clearing. Breathe out, spin out all non-coherence, negative polarized charge up and out of the physical body, emotional body, mental body, into the vortex. And then we release it. Vortex spins it back into God, into the source light, now to transmute to light. Whew. Release out. There you go. Good release. Woo. Back into source light to transmute to light. So everything that we clear is getting transmuted to light. There comes another wave. You might also feel it coming off the nervous system, vagus nerve, spine, brainstem. Oh, there we go. Good job. Another release. Back to source light to transmute to light. Whew. Excellent. So we're starting to lighten our body, lighten our field. We're starting to attune inside to our soul vibration. And the vortex is now really spinning. So now we're going to do the activations, okay? Both personal and planetary activations. And just envision being at 0 point between the old Earth timeline and the new Earth timeline. Get a sense of the new beginnings in front of you. The past is behind us. The future is in front of us. And as you're standing in 0 point between the old human life and your new galactic crystalline life, just tune into that stillness between your past and your future. And may this bright light reveal your soul life awakening in the new Earth timeline. Allow it to come alive in your field. Allow it to come alive and get activated in your light body. Allow it to get activated in your soul blueprint. We have today an opportunity to heal your earthly lineage and past life imprints of past trauma or pain or suffering or loss or lack. So anything that has caused you to separate from self, from others, from nature, from source, from the universe, we're just allowing it to dissolve in the light pouring through us. What no longer harmonizes with love and unity consciousness is dissolving now, just melting away. into the vortex spin. Letting the past go. We're blessing it and thanking it and letting it return to the light. And as we are clearing the past earthly history and we're preparing for this new earth timeline, let's do some healing and clearing activation. So let's call in and connect to Divine Mother's healing, nurturing energy in your field, in your heart. Just breathe deeply in Mother's unconditional love in the heart. I always see her healing light as a soft pink light. Just breathe it in, call it in. Connect to Divine Mother. We're going to take a moment to heal and transmute any emotional trauma or suffering, heartbreak or sadness and grief. And so we're breathing in the healing light of Divine Mother, and we're breathing out, spinning out, clearing out the pain and trauma from the body, the heart, the mind, the aura. So breathing in healing light, exhaling pain and suffering into the vortex spin and transmute it into source light now. Whew. We command the bright light to burn out all stuck stagnation in our field now. Whew. Breathing in Mother's healing love, compassion, and healing energies, soaking them inside, and releasing out, clearing out the stuck pain and suffering, the stuck emotional energy. We command to clear any family ancestral code or consciousness programs or patterns that limit or oppose the activation of your soul's light body. We command it out, spin it out, clear it out, let it go into the bright light. For transmutation, all limiting patterns, programs, code, or consciousness that are opposing you living your soul's life in the newer timeline. There goes more. Spinning into the vortex to transmute to source light. And as we are releasing the trauma, let's embrace Divine Mother's unconditional love and healing blessings today. Again, breathing in, inhaling Mother's ease and grace into the core wounds deep inside. Breathe them in. Soak them in. You're bringing your wounded human essence into the heart for healing and gentle compassion and love. Breathing the healing Mother's energy into your entire being. Healing your body, healing your heart, healing your mind, your entire being. I just let it spin inwards, soaking in, filling up inside. We're in such gratitude to Divine Mother for her healing essence today. It is the stillness between your past and your future as you stand in 0 point and vision the heavy layers of the past earthly history just peeling away from your core center like skins just dropping away, layers peeling off, revealing deep inside the inner jewel that is your eternal divine soul I am presence. And so we release the old, outdated layers, traumas, density, the past, to reveal the diamond essence, our inner jewel, our soul, super radiance inside us. Just breathe more of your soul's golden white light down your channel into your inner jewel, increasing your super radiance. Whoa, keep breathing it in, calling it in, feeling inside into your inner diamond jewel, increasing your soul light radiance. Your galactic power is your soul light. So focus on increasing your inner light, amping it, building it, strengthening it. Keep breathing it in. Big stream of your soul's golden white light filling inside, into the chakras, into the heart, into your inner jewel, your soul's essence, your soul presence. You are increasing more inner empowerment inside. Allow your inner soul radiance to shine out to the world. Whew. Oh, beautiful. You're all like glittering diamonds. Building super radiance. Start to envision your life of joy in the new earth timeline. Tapping on our arms and legs as we're coming fully back into the now, in our physical bodies, on earth, feet onto Gaia's grid, grounding in. Ooh, integrating in, pulling inside you, dropping down into your hips and legs and feet. Woo, we go. Ooh, making everything earthbound. Oh, so we're going to give all these intentions our love, our light, like watering the garden. And so it is.
Welcome to this special Solstice Divine Transmission. I'm Danielle Rama Hoffman of DivineTransmissions.com, and so delighted that you're here. So I'll just take a moment to bring in Thoth and the Council of Light and my guides, and invite you to connect to your breath, to be in this present moment, and to be accessing what is a contribution to you from this multi-dimensional divine transmission. This is Thoth, an expanded council of light, including Melchizedek, Metatron, Archangel Michael, the Lyran Council, the Rose Panel, beings of light, the Hathors, the Magdalens, infinite oneness, the Lemurian beings, the Octurians, and many beings of light and love moving more to the forefront of this divine transmission. We are delighted to be communing with you for this special solstice transmission. As you are aware of, there is much conversation about unity consciousness, about the evolution in consciousness. And what we would bring forward in this particular transmission is focusing on the energy of the 0 point, the energy of divine neutrality, and particularly focusing on this 0 point and this divine neutrality for the purpose of immersing yourself, if you choose, in the energy of new beginning, in the energy of new year, in the energy of unity consciousness as your experience. And so, in particular, if you look at the 24-hour clock, the 24-hour cycle in a day, we know time is multidimensional, yet in this 24-hour clock, at midnight, depending on what your clock is, that 24 o'clock, there's that moment where all of the numbers go to 0, 0, 0, hyphen, 0, 0, colon, 0, 0. And it's like this moment of the space in between the space, the exhale before there's the inhale. And this 0 point, as we look at it metaphorically, symbolically, in that moment of midnight, and midnight becoming then 0001, 0002, up to 1 o'clock and so on, that suspension, that 0 point, that neutrality, that clear field is the energy that we're bringing forward in this solstice. So not just when the clock strikes midnight, yet the entire solstice is like a reboot or recalibration. It's an opportunity to be in that space of the new beginning, of the blank canvas, of the suspension, the interlife, the vastness, that space of infinite possibilities. And to really be, if you're choosing, resetting. And this is also why we have come forward with so many beings of light and love, including what Danielle likes to call us, the triple M's of Melchizedek, Metatron, and Michael, is to also be in alignment with your free will and conscious choice, because we are always connecting with you divine to divine from that space of equality and equanimity. And we are offering energies and transmissions and shifts in perception and consciousness on the altar, and you are choosing to pick them up or not. And yet, when we tuned into what would contribute the most in this special solstice transmission, it was this 0 point energy, and really going into the 2021 and having the solstice be that reboot, and almost like catching up to what has already unfolded for you. That we know it depends on where you're entering into this conversation from, yet you may remember the harmonic convergence, and 2012 in particular. There was a lot of focus on 2012, and 2012 being that shift in consciousness into unity consciousness. Now in 2020, 8 years have gone by. 8 years have gone by. And many of you have been on a path of devotion for much longer than these last 8 years. Even if your seeming awakening may be more conscious in less now moments than that. And yet, part of what we are calibrating this reset to is really the recognition that the shift has happened. Unity consciousness is here. You are living already in union. And at the same time, there are these energies that you may have been carrying over. There are energies, we don't even want to say that you may have been, that you have been carrying over from the old paradigm, from the survival consciousness, from separation consciousness. And especially, and each of you, we invite you to choose a theme for 2021. This is a very powerful practice to do, to choose a theme for 2021. And part of unity consciousness, it's co-creation, it's collaboration, it's community, it's expanding through love, it's expanding through that recognition of abundance. And that expansion together, we know, can bring up those old fears of surviving. Is there enough business to go around for all? Is there enough money to go around for all? Is there enough? Am I safe? And by I, we are meaning you. You may have this old energy of, is it safe to really partner with others? Will I be taken advantage of? And we are inviting you to continue to be discerning, because you know, and one of the amazing things about the shift in consciousness is that others' motivations are transparent. You can use your intuition to see others' motivation. It's all transparent now. It's not hiding. And so taking a moment to pause as you're entering into partnerships and to really be clear about what others' motivations are and what yours are as well. And so this 0 point transmission, and we'll move into it. We've already been moving into it as we've been speaking it. We'll move into it in a guided way, is an opportunity to really, if you choose, let down your borders, let down your barriers, let down your armor that's a carryover from separation consciousness, survival consciousness, because you don't require it anymore. You've outgrown the I'm going to build a wall and have a boundary. That worked in separation consciousness. It doesn't work in unity consciousness. In unity consciousness, what works is occupying your space. In unity consciousness, what works is being a very strong, individualized oneness. In unity consciousness, what works is that you are multidimensionally occupying your energy, and that creates the natural vibrational lock and key to your very bespoke experience and what's yours and what you're choosing to come into communion with. Because one of the before and afters in the shift in consciousness is that before there was this one size fits all, and now it's very bespoke. And even before, when it was one size fits all, it was very much unique to you, and yet now you can see that more than ever, more than ever. And so as you're recognizing that your life experience is very bespoke to you, it's very unique to you, and that you, your signature energy, your unique vibration is the lock and key to the experiences that you have, that is your quote unquote safety net. That is your recognition that multidimensionally you are creating the experiences that are absolutely bespoke and perfect for you. Absolutely bespoke and perfect for you. Good. So we invite you to, if you want to keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels aligned to you, and to really engage your free will and conscious choice. We have a lot of support that has stepped forward in this particular council. You have a lot of support already, and there's a lot of support available to you with this particular council. And yet, even if we could wave a magic wand and support you in coming into that 0 point of now, fully rebooted to living in unity consciousness, it's your choice. We wouldn't dare. It's not even possible in the free will conscious choice universe. And from this energy of divine to divine, there isn't that power over power under here. So we are not in any way asserting that isn't even a possibility. And so we're partnering with you and your system and aligning with your free will and your conscious choice and your decision to say, okay, what if this solstice is the time where I choose to fully reboot into living in unity consciousness? Good. And so we'd invite you to make this choice if you're choosing, and you may, as we're going into a more internal space, tuning into your higher self, your divine knowing, you're guiding this process. And we'd invite you to just visualize a digital clock. And then that digital clock is at 11:59 p.m. And 11:59 represents that day that you've lived. And it represents the era in consciousness. It represents the old paradigm of survival consciousness, of separation consciousness, of duality. And we invite you really, like in the suspension, we know it's only 1 minute, yet in the suspension of that 11:59, which represents the old paradigm, the old day, the day that's already been lived, to have gratitude, to, if you choose, be in appreciation, to love all that you garnered from separation, to really love it up. And to choose to have this very graceful, natural, because it actually takes more energy now to stay in the old paradigm than it does to be in the new. We know that seems crazy, yet it's true. And we invite you to check in if it's true for you. To in this 11:59, we know we're suspending it longer than a minute, yet time is malleable, time is now, time is multidimensional. It's a multidimensional minute. To really integrate, to cross over the line in the sand, to say goodbye, to fully integrate all that you've garnered from separation consciousness and from holding out partnership in particular. And then if you choose, visualizing that 0, 0, 0, 0. And that reboot, that recalibration to unity consciousness. And with all those 4 zeros, really using the positive effects of multiplying separation consciousness, if you choose, by 0, nullifying the energy of survival consciousness. And then as you're in that suspension before the clock of the solstice, of the new year, you can do this attunement as well at the new year. Before it goes into that 1, really just breathe into the heart and make your choice to really be now moving forward, stepping from this new beginning in unity, in oneness, in the new paradigm, and leaving all of those old patternings and ways of being in the previous paradigm, in the previous day, in the previous now moment. And Danielle loved as a child this Etch-a-Sketch game where there you can draw with little dials patterns, and then when you want to have a new pattern, you just tilt the Etch-a-Sketch and it becomes a clear field again. This is the suspension that you're in right now. And so we invite you, as that 1, the 0, 0, almost the 1 is coming. We know we've been talking longer than a minute, and that 1 is almost coming, to really be calibrating to your unique signature energy and your choice to live in unity consciousness. And you can place your hands on your heart and just state whatever feels aligned for you. And maybe I choose to live as me in unity consciousness. And then visualize that 1 being the new beginning. And then you're off to the races. So taking a few more moments to really be grounding and calibrating this recognition, this powerful choice that you've made here with us, to really live in the new paradigm, to really live in the new multi-dimensional earth. And then choosing a word or a color or a symbol that represents unity consciousness to you, that represents living in this new paradigm. And then if you have that, just almost imagine that it's in your hand, it's drawn in your hand, or it's placed in your hands. You're seeing the word or the color or the shape on your hands. And then just ask where to place this energy on your body. 2 hands, or maybe 2 places. Really breathing in that unity consciousness. And then as you're ready, placing the hands together, rubbing the palms together, and then gently clapping. And taking a few moments to integrate. And we are delighted to welcome you fully into the new paradigm of unity consciousness. As we're completing, we would extend our appreciation and acknowledgement to your contribution to the evolution in consciousness. And we invite you to appreciate and acknowledge yourself in this choice and this wider community of beings on the Earth star that have made this choice with you, that are co-creating the new paradigm with you. All is light and love, and we are all. Danielle, moving more to the forefront, wishing everyone a delightful solstice. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now.
Hi, my name is Grace, and I am here today to do a healing meditation to restore the balance of love in the body, in the cells of the body. So today's the solstice, and it's all about balance. This is really the larger universal impulse showing us a time of balance in the universe, and it also awakens in our bodies because it is all vibrationally one energetic, one impulse awakens in our bodies. The impulse of love at a greater vibrational frequency, but also the veils are much thinner, so we're able to see our bodies in a much more expanded space. So it's an opportunity, and we are thrilled here to be together again. So I would simply emphasize that balance is the key here. And my work, largely as a feminine Christ, is to bring about the balance of the various elements such as light and dark, human, divine, masculine, feminine, balancing all of these extremes in a sense into one cohesive union, and that gives birth to the Christ consciousness. So it's reflected in the body, but it's really something that's happening on many, many levels, layers throughout all of life on this planet, as well into the cosmos. It's all really the same principle. It just looks different because we have been so accustomed to looking at form as creating separation and distance, when in fact, all of form is really vibration. And this is a celebration almost of the vibrational realms of the divine feminine, and bringing into our awareness and our bodies the awakening here into the divine feminine. So the divine feminine is the expression of love, and the divine masculine is the expression of light. When those two come together in union, and a profound union gives birth to a third entity, which is the Christ consciousness. So as we're approaching 2022, if you add up 2022, 222, that is equal to a 6. And the number 6 is about the balance of love in numerology. So this is really a opening, a preparation, a portal into tremendous love. And that is creating a lot of chaos on the planet right now, because it is literally the ancient mother that's awakening such an impulse of love here that we haven't seen in a very long time. We've forgotten how to live from this place. So in many ways, it's not that anyone actually ever activates anything from outside of you. It's all within you. And my work largely is to clear the trauma, the blocks that block you from seeing who you truly are. For you are, as Mary Magdalene, love Mary Magdalene, talks about the river of love in the heart line that runs through all of us. And that river of love awakens more and more and more. And we become living embodiment of love. So that's really what we are all about. And this means living from the heart, really from the transparency, the beauty, the purity, the simplicity of the heart. And having the courage to do that in this day and age is very, very challenging. But it is something that we are moving towards as we move into this next evolutionary level of the human species, to be basically a divine embodiment of love anchored here on earth. That's really what ascension means. It's not about leaving here. It's about living here according to the principles of love, according to our authentic divine blueprint as love. So it's a very exciting time. And I am going to do a meditation just to awaken this reconnection to the feminine, to the divine feminine, to the ancient mother, which is really the ultimate expression of bringing us home to remembrance of our own very deep connection of what's called really primordial union, of gnosis, of knowing ourselves as love. This is not a mental knowing. This is a knowing through the intelligence, the primal intelligence in the cells, our bodies as divine consciousness. And from that place, residing in the field of love, really the oceans of love that we are inherently, innately a part of, so that we become aware of that in our everyday life. It's really just such a beautiful opportunity we are approaching. And this is a very potent solstice, because we are moving into some challenging times and simultaneously tremendous gifts of grace and joy and liberation that are being made available to us. And it really, the more we clear these old blocks and patterning that really are self-sabotaging, the more we open to and become that embodiment of love. So that is really the whole point of my presentation and today, as well as my work. And so I want to just take you into meditation. I could talk about this for a long time. Obviously, this is what I do in my classes, but this is really about organically returning to that which we are, not something I am giving you. You already have this within you. You are a divine being of love. And so I would invite you to simply follow in this meditation and allow the music to carry you. And if you can't hear the music, the vibration is already carrying you. You are able to feel this, just to release the mind and allow this greater opening to simply unfold. Just happens so beautifully and organically. And I will be clearing as we're talking any blocks that come up that are preventing you from being this greater embodiment of love. So may you experience greater joy and greater liberation as a result of engaging in this and all of the offerings here at this solstice gathering. Okay, so I invite you to close your eyes and just to start gently and slowly breathing into your heart. Just softening here and allowing the invitation of love herself to invite you even deeper into the sanctuary of your heart. Opening here to the sacred waters, the gentle flow simply flows here in the heart. Letting go of any ideas, any concepts you have about what love is, and releasing the mind for just these few and precious moments that we have together. Just being willing to be surrendered, to open to see what love is here to teach you, to impart for you today, to give you the gifts to receive. And this beautiful feeling is unfolding here today. As you're breathing into your heart, noticing spirals and just starting to slowly drift and follow the spirals. Like the heart, and allowing the heart to expand, relaxing shoulders, neck, all the muscles, the intercostal muscles, the rib muscles, softening and opening the diaphragm, just relaxing here. Tuning in to this deeper vibrational flow that resides within you, that is your own innate essence. Calling forth the golden light, the golden diamond light of Christ consciousness within your very being. I invite Mary Magdalene to join us. To awaken here the hearts, the greater primal connection. Step left. It's willing to surrender here and soften. And allow yourself to carry. It's tenderly embraced. Calling you Mother Mary. Just feeling her essence, her glow, her grace. Allowing yourself to fall here into the arms of the Divine Mother. Feeling the soft and the golden glow that's opening within you. as you breathe even more deeply into the heart. Softening here. No need to know how to do this. Just letting go. Any expectations of yourself. Opening and expanding. Calling in the legions of angels here. Archangels. The beautiful pink light. The divine essence of love. Opening and gently falling now. Allowing yourself to simply fall gently, like a rose petal, following the deeper spirals of this beautiful invitation of the heart, recognizing here the deeper primal essence of your own being. I'm just softly floating here for a moment. This beautiful bath, this tender embrace of the Divine Mother. Opening the heart line here to receive a beautiful transmission of crystalline light that's now being offered from the crown all the way down, allowing that to simply flow into the heart. Opening this deeper essence of yourself, your divine birthright, this deeper DNA remembrance of your crystalline heritage, the ultimate freedom We invite here the assistance of White Buffalo Woman to awaken this cord of connection with the earth, the heart of the mother, embracing, meeting you in the womb, merging with the sacred waters of Mother Earth, and just floating here in the remembrance, in the visceral, the somatic remembrance, being in the womb, being enfolded, and loved, and held, feeling so safe here in the womb, knowing that all is handled. You can relax now. Just receive here the depths of the Mother's grace, the profound wisdom, the ancient wisdom that resides here within the deepest core of your own selves, awakening this remembrance. You are always held. You're always safe. The Mother has your back. You can fall into this, the ultimate safety, in the remembrance of your divine essence, your blueprint. And noticing as you receive this very gentle and tender embrace, just noticing all your cells start to fill up with this beautiful pink light. Profound consciousness here of the ancient mother, of eternal love. Of the compassion, the caring, the forgiveness, just releasing here any and all self-judgments, self-abandonment, self-rejection, any and all ways in which you have thought that you were separate. Just giving these now to the Mother. Just allowing her to receive these. And knowing that these too can be transformed. These can be healed. There's nothing here to fear. This is the ultimate safety of residing in this depth of communion with the Mother. Just resting here for a moment, allowing yourself to be carried here in this beautiful primordial essence of the Mother. trusting this divine impulse, this innate essence of your very selves. Simply know how to release and to restore, to rejuvenate the body. Feeling now a beautiful fountain of this pink crystalline love emerging from the heart of Mother Earth, rising into the womb, swirling in the womb, cleansing and purifying. And moving easily and effortlessly, the fountain continues up the heart line, opening, clearing, removing, lifting any debris, any trauma here, that can be released. And emerging into the heart, this beautiful and powerful impulse that sweeps all before it into the alchemical embrace of the Divine Mother, of the Ancient Mother, and allowing this impulse and its own intelligence to continue to cleanse and purify the heart here. Continue to move and surge up the heart line through the throat chakra, through the pineal pituitary complex, and up through the crown and bursting out above your body, gaining momentum, gaining its power, flowing like a waterfall throughout your body, just flowing over your body, and your body cells rejoice and receive and start to dance with the joy of this liberating and organic flow within your body, within your cells, celebrating here the return of love. With such great gratitude, overflowing gratitude, which only amplifies this beautiful fountain of love. Awakening, sparking remembrance in every cell in the body that jumps for joy at this beautiful and potent transmission heals, that cleanses and purifies and awakens and restores and rejuvenates the spaciousness, the glory, the joy of life. And resting for a moment here in this beautiful celebration of love, remembering that this is your divine birthright. This is who you truly are. And this is the promise of the crystalline consciousness that is sweeping through your body, through all life forms on this planet, and throughout the cosmos, awakening us to this remembrance, this profound remembrance of primordial union. Just resting here for a moment and gently and slowly returning to your awareness on the outer as well as on the inner, to being seated here in this beautiful primordial embrace of love. In bowing in reverence and gratitude to the ancient mother, to your own body, your body's divine consciousness, intelligence, and wisdom. Bowing to all who are in this event in gratitude and love, sending so much love and gratitude to Mother Earth and to all sentient beings on the planet. And we affirm that I am love, and all flows from this beautiful and spacious vessel of love that I am. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to this portion of Soul Shine. I'm Barbara Marie, and I work with a group called the Present Ones, and we're going to be giving you a heart-opening activation. And it's important to have your heart continually open, whether you're conscious of it or not, because it brings in a greater awareness. It helps you receive at higher levels. So you'd have the greater awareness along with a greater self-love, unconditional love for yourself and for others. The Present Ones tell us that we cannot love anyone more than we can love ourselves. And so it's important this self-love comes through. And with this activation, there will be keys and codes and the activation itself. And who knows, sometimes there's a lot of surprises with the present ones. So I'll bring them in right now. We just ask that you take in a deep breath and let it out very easily, very gently, and do that 3 times. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in love. And breathing out all that no longer serves you. Kishia Ali Amite, we greet you, beloved ones. You have been called, and you answered the call to be here with us in this moment. Karia ili asheo ili amiti, korio ili alasea, ashia nati. One of the things that you can do to help you receive is putting a hand or 2 over your heart. And this is actually a sign to you so that you know you are here in this moment without distraction and that your willingness to receive is strong. Kariala admi alasi ili osheo aniale iti a lo me quero ali a la sita ini e lo e la shi. Breathing in the love, breathing out all that no longer serves you. To stay in this receiving mode as the divine transmission comes through to you. Ili ateo, ili amikisha, ili alase. Give us permission for this heart-opening vibration, that we send it to you and that you receive it wholeheartedly. And if not wholeheartedly, as much as you can. Having your heart opened releases judgment. Judgment of yourself, judgment of others. We know you judge yourself more than others, even though you may not realize it. It may just manifest for you to see when you judge others. You know that judgment vibration is within you. And with your permission, we will also be releasing judgment. And we will do that now with your permission. You may grant it now. If you are willing to receive releasing judgment. Kiria lase ale amoshia ini o lati kerio ili ase ili anakira. Elia lashia imi ite korio ili asante alasha ania kimi o ili asita ye karia lashia. Just continue receiving. Continue breathing in love. Alia teo imi ishi kirio ili asante. Mother Mary is here, holding each of you in the palm of her hand as she brings you to her heart. So she is here strongly with us right now as well. Kiri alasia imi isheo ali alati. Once again, breathing in love, releasing all that no longer serves you. Breathing in love. Breathing out all fear. Kiri alase imi isha ali ati. There is so much love here for you. You only have to receive it. Breathing in love, breathing out all that no longer serves you. Breathing love into every cell of your body and have your cells release fear. As the fear releases, it makes space for more love right within every cell of your body. Kamialate, ili olashia, imi alate, kerio e kerio e kerio, ili alase. Continue breathing in. Be conscious of your breathing in and out. Have that intention of breathing in love. Have the intention of breathing out fear. Breathing out all that no longer serves you. We're able to release it now from your body. You are able to make space for more love to come in within your body and around your energetic body. Kiri a ili amia she ili ositalia. We are also seeing that many of you are needing healing in the area of your inner child. The inner child has been hurt. And if you've never done work with your inner child, we suggest that you do. And if you have, there is more to do. Some of you know and have learned practices where you can work with your inner child. And we will give you some suggestions right now as well, since so many of you are needing this now. It is the inner child that can really stop you from going forward on your spiritual journey, or going forward if you have a spiritual business and you have offers that you would like to put out there. It is sometimes this inner child that wants to distract us from our work, because that inner child is feeling insecure. There are ways for you to give this inner child attention. One of the ways is just doing it in a meditation, where you bring this inner child onto your lap and talk to it. So the little boy in you or the little girl in you needs your attention. And a lot of times that's all it is. It just needs to be heard. And we know we are not giving a great amount of detail to do this, but there are programs where you can do this. There are meditations that you can find that will help you with this. But most of you listening to this will know how to do it on your own just through a meditation. So as you give this inner child attention, showing it love, giving it a sense of acceptance, showing it that you know they are there and that you love them. That you love them no matter what they have done or didn't do. It is their acceptance and your attention to them will help heal that relationship, because that's what it is. It is all about relationships with the different parts of yourselves. And there may be parts of yourselves that might be a 3-year-old that's separated, a 7-year-old, a teenager. They are all parts of you, but they shut down because of trauma or misunderstanding, or again, there's various reasons for this. But working with the inner child will help you immensely. And so we will, within the activation of the heart opening, which is still happening right now, we will add the activation for you to be in touch with your inner child. Kishia ani amiteo iliasita ili e lati. Kimio shante ali alati kirio ili e teo. Aya Ami Miri O Aliasita, Kishi A Aliati. We are smiling as many of you are accepting this activation. A great many of you are accepting this. Kishi Alate Ili Amo Aliatia, Kami A Lasita. Continue breathing in love and breathing out all that no longer serves you. Breathe in love for your inner child. Kishi A Aliateo, Imi A Lasita. Breathe in love and breathe out judgment, because we are still working on that activation as well. So you are receiving 3 activations within one session. The activation of the heart opening, the activation of releasing judgment, and the activation for being in touch with your inner child. Kerio Iliasita, Ishi Ateo Laya. We can feel so many of you accepting these. You are ready to receive all of this energetic support. Know that we love you. There are many that love you, many beings, many energies that love and support you right where you are now, wherever that is, whether you're a beginner or an intermediate with knowledge of spirituality and metaphysics, and then even experts that are teachers in these fields that are helping others. You are all receiving this at whatever level you are able to. Your higher selves are helping us. There is a great group energy here, filled with love and love beings. Kishi alate ali amoa ani alasi, Kirie ili Elisha, Mili oteo ali alasi. There's also a beautiful Lemurian energy here right now, of high spirituality beings, and many of you have had many lifetimes, including the times on Lemuria. And this is your lifetime now to be bringing back that loving energy where there was no judgment and there was no separation. Continue breathing in love, breathing out all that no longer serves you. In love right into every cell of your body. Breathing out all that no longer serves you, making space in your cells for that love energy that's coming to you now. Keri olasia imi isha, iliate, ali a nami akira, Santelea ili Alicia, imi ote. Continue with the energy of accepting and receiving the vibrations that are coming through this recording, knowing in your heart that this is for your highest good, the highest good of all. As you heal yourself, your family is healed as well. Past generations and generations forward. So as you are receiving, you are changing. As you change, your family changes. They change because your reactions to them and to circumstances are changing. You will be more loving. You will see new things with the eyes of love. You will hear new things with the ears of love. You will speak new things with the voice of love. Kiria lasheo ili amiti, morio iliasita. There are so many blessings for you. All you need to do is have your heart opened and receive and receive and receive all that there is for you. Taking the time to meditate and sit and ask questions of your higher self and of your angels and guides. And as you sit and listen, the answers are there. And they might not come right in that moment, but the answers will be coming to you in divine timing. They might come from another person speaking. They might come from a book. They might come from a license plate while you're driving and you see the plate in front of you, and it just might be a message just for you, and only you will know what it means. We are sending messages constantly, constantly, constantly. And we just ask that you learn to recognize them, because it's all there for you. All of the answers to your questions are there in front of you and in you for you to be able to pick them up and receive them. Kishiala Aniateo, as we continue sending these energies, we just ask that you continue the breathing, and we will be slowly dissipating the energies little by little here over the next minute or two, so that you won't be clunked back into your room wherever you are. It will be a little more gentle, and it will be as gentle as you intend it to be. So slowly start coming back to the room, still accepting the vibrations of love being sent to you, the activations of the heart opening, the activation of releasing judgment, the activation for working with your inner child, and slowly coming back to the room. I know many of you don't want to come back, and that's okay. And that's okay. And that's okay. We are releasing you back to Barbara Marie, who doesn't really want to come back either. So we'll give her another few seconds. Kishiateo ili amiti, miri o iliasita, ani alea, inikisha ali ate. Yes, I'm back. And present ones know me well. I do have a hard time coming back from these activations and keys and codes that we're receiving. It's easier for some of us to stay in our spiritual la-la land than to come back down to earth, where we have to eat, sleep, do dishes, do laundry, vacuum, sweep floors, and all of that physical stuff. So I hope this has served you well, and that you have come back from La La Land easily. And just a reminder that you can listen to this often, and the more times you do, the more opportunities your higher self has to work with these vibrations and give you exactly what you need from them. So many blessings, and again, hope this served you well.
Soul Shine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. Check out the special upgrade offer to own the meditations and activations and music videos in this program. You'll also have access to a bundle of mastery empowerment courses from our New Earth One teachers. This has been a presentation of New Earth One Network, your home for New Earth living. Access information, education, and videos on living from the heart in unity consciousness. Visit newearth1.com. New Earth One Network is a community-supported network. Purchases on this website not only support you, but your community, as the light that you raise in yourself indeed radiates out to the community. It also supports the teachers who bring this information. Plus, we give a portion of our proceeds to support children in the highlands of the Andes through the Pasquet organization. Proceeds from this network have built a greenhouse in the Highland Andes for a local school, offering a supply of healthy organic food for school lunches. And over the years, we've supported a young adult as she graduated from school and focused on her career in tourism. These proceeds have also helped us create sustainable businesses in Peru, such as this chicken farm, which helped create an income for a family in need. We thank you for your purchases at New Earth One Network. Together, we are New Earth. Soul Shine, activations and meditations for unity consciousness. Check out the special upgrade offer to own the meditations and activations and music videos in this program. You'll also have access to a bundle of mastery empowerment courses from our New Earth One teachers.